Hello guys, Randy Carey here, and today we are going to continue our run of Demon Souls. No. When we last left off, we had just lost to the boss of 5-1 and left to do a little bit of grinding to get our healing item supply up. Which is now, as you can see, we have 25 late moon grass and quite a bit of half moon and crescent moon grass, and that should keep us. It should keep us going at least for a good while. And if we need to, it's pretty easy for us to grind out more from the Tower Knight Archstone. But for now, we do have to re-explore this area of Valley Defilement so that we can get back to the boss that we died from. And this time, let me see. Did I remember pine resin? Okay, so we should be much better off this time around than we were last time around. I have a strategy that should give us the advantage. The Leechmonger, that's the name of the site. We lost to the Leechmonger. But that is okay. You're in soul form now. But that is also not a big issue. Just involves getting back to where where the Leechmonger defeated us. I think our stain might still be there, but if it's not, that's not a big deal. Because we didn't lose a whole lot in that exchange. Let's get the half moon grass out. Alright. You're making steady progress. Now let me make sure I remember. Widow's Lotus counteracts plague, and Noble's Lotus counteracts poison. We have a decent amount of arrows in our quiver too. Probably should have bought some more though. We'll save that for the bigger guys. Oh, whoops. Still in a decent shape. Let's consume some late moon grass. That's gonna be the secret to keeping us topped off for this part of the run. Because late moon grass is actually a pretty effective healing item for being this early in the game. Although, I guess, unlike the other Souls games, the concept of early versus late game... Oh, you piece of shit. You got me. You got me. Since, in this game, you can tackle these regions in pretty much any order, I guess ultimately the concept of early versus late game almost doesn't apply, except for like 1-3 and 1-4. It's just a matter of like when you get around to certain things. You get better at dodging. Note to self, dodge more. Chug some grass, and all is well. No problem. Now come forward and please don't be so important. Not important. Alright. That is lethal. Yeah, you're not surviving that fall. I miss when plunging attacks. They didn't add plunging attacks until Dark Souls, so you don't get to air assassinate enemies more or less. Stepping back really does solve that problem. Holy shit. No, that was the wrong grass to chew. Some crescent moon grass for a small little boost to our health. And I don't see anyone over here. I'm sure they'll ambush us as soon as we arrive. Place. Sharp poison and some grass. Like we have plenty of healing items, so we shouldn't be feeling the pinch. Oh, this must be where the priest character dies. They do something like this in Dark Souls as well. Every creative character that you don't pick has a corpse somewhere in the world, and you can pick up the starting gear from that corpse if you find it. Which I think even if you don't pick them, they show up. So that's a cool little touch. Like the heroes you don't choose have already met their fate. Okay, I avoided the plague. That's good. That's progress. Let's go this way instead. Oh, there's nothing to go this way. Shortcut, though, that you might need to consider trying to open. Can I lock onto this boy? Alright. Come at me. No! Camera, please. Camera, please. Oh, lordy, lordy. I've never been a fan of the big ones. They have the power of a big guy, but also the speed of a little guy, and that makes them very frustrating to fight. Alright, so we're making progress. We're almost... Oh! Did not see you there! Poisoned. Might as well kill you, since you're gonna poison me again. And chug the lotus. And some half-moon grass. Kite 1. And 2. Oh! I did not see you. Get over here. Where it's roomier, where I can fight you better. Oh, lordy. I always get nervous around those big guys. Hit like a fucking Mack truck. More of the rats, I think, are down here. Oh yeah, this is the boss room. Okay, so what we're gonna do... We're gonna switch to the quality sword. Wait, let me just test something real quick. And we're gonna equip pine resin. Now... So, because the Crescent Falchion is a magic sword, the game already treats it as if it's enchanted, because it is. But that means that because it's an enchanted weapon, we cannot put any further enhancements or enchantments upon it. So... to solve this problem, we're going to equip the quality short sword. Because the Leechmonger is exceptionally vulnerable to fire. And that will be the way that we close the gap here. Oh shit! Actually, yeah, dropping is fine. Dropping is fine. lot further now than we did last time. We're good. See, the fire is destroying the leeches before they hit us. Oh, fuck me, stupid. And with the extra firepower, we are absolutely fine. The Leechmonger has been roasted. And that fight that took us, that was so horrible for us last time, was made completely trivial. A couple of extra healing items. And with the prerequisite weakness accounted for. So now we have some extra souls. I'm going to switch back to my Crescent Falcon. And I think we'll return to the Nexus briefly. Once I remember where the Archstone is placed. Here we are. The Writhing Demon Soul. So we'll go back to the Nexus. Because we have souls to spend. Before we level up, to speak
I can forge weapons
to Baldwin here to burst repair our gear. But I also should probably restock my arrows. I have about 50 in my inventory now, so I'll buy 50 more. Really, it's into your souls, but that's fine.
You come back alive.
Hey Kelly, welcome.
Hello again.
You missed me banning fucking 13 bots. Right, now that we... Oh, I need to get rid of the resin from my hotbar because I don't need it anymore.
Hello, I'm keeping us close.
Because now that we have used the pine resin against Archtone Shard, what does this do? Oh, it just gives you back to Nexus. That's good to have. Emerald Eyes. We will move all our shards back into storage. I think we're good. Yeah, 13 bots in the span of 5 minutes. Because Twitch cannot handle hit rates, apparently. Still. It's a new, there's a new group of bots. Hosta's no longer the only one. Now anything that's like gun with the first name is probably a bot. Alright, now we can spend all these extra souls here in the Maiden in Black.
Then touch the soul of the mind, key to life's ether.
Okay, we are a little shy of a level up. A second level up. But that's okay. We can spend one of these trivial souls to give ourselves enough. These should boost our vitality a little bit.
Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel.
question is, where next? You know what? The Valley of Defilement is pretty easy compared to the other worlds. Let's keep going. We just defeated the Leechmonger, and now we are at the Swamp of Sorrow. Or, as you would know in Demon Souls, the original, the Leechmonger's Archstone. The next area, as you can see, it's basically a big bog area. If you have played Dark Souls, you're familiar with the location known as Blight Town. This place is basically Blight Town's predecessor. This is the map that started it all. That started FromSoft's obsession with these really horrible poison bog levels that nobody truly likes. You find them in every game, even Bloodborne. Yes, Blight Town's dad, the Valley of Defilement. Although here, yeah, there's poison. We were probably going to mostly ignore, because dealing with it's otherwise a huge pain in the ass. And we have grass. There's also these things here that are located in the swamp. I don't actually know what they are supposed to be. All I know is they scare the living shit out of me. So basically... Oh, yeah, the gutter in Dark Souls 2. That's not really the poison bog level in Dark Souls 2, though, is it? It's the windmill area. The magic windmill that gets rid of the poison. Oh, is this fucking Plague? Why isn't my grass healing me as much as it's supposed to? Yeah, that's nothing. I hate these things. I don't even know what they are, but they scare they terrify me to no end. They're not even much of a threat. They're just like, they're just scary looking. Just gotta keep moving. Fucking hell! I hate these fucking big dudes! Huh. I don't recall those particular monsters being in other Souls games. That doesn't mean they aren't, because I'm not an encyclopedia. But if they are, I do not recognize them. But that is a good question. They pretty much only really exist in this game, here in this bog, in the water. You can see these guys have more health in this area than they did in the first area. The game does kind of start expecting you to upgrade your equipment. So we're going to try to stick to the land as much as possible. Someone died without me even seeing them. Next light is so far away. So it is just poison. The easiest way to guide yourself out here is to follow the fires. So that's what we're going to do. It's not the best, it's probably not the most efficient way, but it is the easiest way. I'm going to neutralize the poison for a second just so I can heal properly. We're going to move to the next fire. Get ourselves surrounded. See my bloodstain over there. That's the poison. We'll heal it. We need our vitality right at this moment. There we go. For the poison, so we can actually fight these things. Okay, we're good. He's bleeding. Thankfully, he seemed to be pretty easy to sidestep. Circle strafing him seems to work. Get over here. I am not going into the water. You are coming this direction. I am not fighting you in the water. Whew. Okay, so let's take a little detour and pick up these things. More anti-poison medication. That's good. Wish I had a gauge to tell me how poisoned I was. Now we can proceed over this way. And this should be... This is not a boss arena. This is just the next part of the level. With a lot of souls. Let's equip the Crescent Moon Grass as well. I probably could parry it, Kelly, but I have never gotten parry timing right in a Souls game, and I probably am not going to start now. Get over here. Yeah, these are all for a decent chunk of souls when they bite the dust. Yeah, I have personally, I've never been good at the parrying in these games, so I basically don't bother trying. Oh, fuck! Well, it's not the end of the world. Just taking a walk. Now how to get back up. I think this will get me around. I'm definitely hearing something. Now, I said the Valley of Thumb was not hard. I did not say it wasn't annoying. And this is part of what makes this area kind of suck. And why I bring up Blighttown, because... Well, if I'm being honest, I think Blighttown is better than this, but, like, people just forget that this area existed. Love of fucking Christ. At least we can grind for grass if we really need to, and it shouldn't even take that long. This is annoying. Because I don't see how I get back to the main path. Oh, this is unwatchable. I am making an unwatchable stream with this. There's two big boys. And I don't have any maneuverability in this water, so if I encounter them, they are basically going to end me. Yeah. Shut up. Hey, Xenochrist. I guess we just hug the wall until we find a ledge or something to climb on. Fuck off. Don't bother me. Shoe fly, don't bother me. I have to admit, Kelly, I am feeling severely challenged right now. This is a challenging section that is testing all of my skills. This is truly the real Dark Souls, where all of my Twitch gamer muscles are put to the test. I can think of no better way to show what a massive penis I have than by demonstrating my... you know what? Fuck this. We're gonna use that Archstone shard to return to the Nexus. And I'm not doing that again tonight. I will do that some other night. I don't feel like doing that again. Let us instead... let us continue to Tunnel City, because I actually do need the clear stone shards in Tunnel City. To grind my quality weapon up. And so doing this on stream means I can do a little bit of grinding off stream to get that to +5, hopefully. Now I need to get out of here. I'm gonna make myself scarce because... well, watch. If I get near those glowing mine carts, they will explode. So you basically have to run past them, bolt past them. Otherwise, you'll get hit. Problem solved. If memory serves, there should be a fat official over here. These guys. He has so much health. Oh, he's bleeding because of my weapon. Alright. Takes care of that. Oh, the fat official is what killed you last time you played? They are above average opponents, so that is fair. Take this elevator down, or we can continue this way. Let's continue this way for now. See what's over here. see anything. Oh. You almost got me. But you didn't quite get me. Alright, their mouths are the weak points. Oh, the mine carts got you. Okay, that makes sense. That makes even more sense, because that will trip you up. I need to kill you, because I don't really want your clear stone. That's not what I need, but I'll take it. I need the chunk. Yeah, the exploding minecarts, you don't really like expect them to be a trap until they explode on you the first time. So I could see how that would cause how it would cause a death. There's anything of actual progression here, so it's time to go down, I think. Deeper into the mine. Chris Lizard's here. That's the chunk. That's what I need. Oh, shit! These aren't players, I think. These are NPCs. Definitely NPCs. It's one. Both doing some decent damage at this point. Oh yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if this was a player invading me, it would actually show so-and-so has invaded your game. Oh, what was I so afraid of? And there's more clear stone chunks for my weapon. The bow is actually a really useful weapon in the game. I don't know if it's the best weapon because you do need something that's melee, but it is a really effective weapon when you have when you invest in it. Yeah, I'm not chasing that. That's clearly a trap. Oh! I think they all vanished. That's okay. We're still getting more clear stone. Which will help us upgrade our quality sword. Now let's go down here and see what's over here. More of those glowing explosion lights. As I recall, there is an ambush right here. Damn it! That's fine. Yep. More clear stone. What's our item burden? Alright, we're still good in carry weight. This is not a boss fog. Oh, this is... okay. Oh, I hated these guys. Least, no matter what happens, we have our clearstone chunks that we need. So we can upgrade our quality weapon even if we die here. So we've made progress. These things are dropping a decent chunk of souls. We won't be able to turn them in. Unless we beat the Flame Lurker, which is a powerful opponent. Here's the big guy. Oh, fuck me. Don't ever do that again. Ever. Don't ever fucking do that to me again. That was terrifying.
Ooh, you're not mad like the rest, are you?
Oh, hi, Patches.
What jolly travelling companions are we, eh? Pleased to meet you. Call me back. See that? My gift to you. Whew, I'm glad to meet you. These soul-starved imbeciles will drive you mad. Treasure is all. Good luck to you.
Oh, Patches, you piece of garbage. Oh, this guy has so much fucking health! So the person we just spoke to is an NPC that you'll find in pretty much every Souls game, and his name is Patches. Patches is a trickster. He likes to lure player characters into traps that they are unprepared for. And the idea is that he's a grave robber who will loot your corpse for valuables. Also, as Kelly pointed out in the chat, he hates clerics and witch types. We survived. And we will meet him again later on in a different zone, but I actually forgot that he's here. I don't know if there is an explanation for why he becomes a spider demon in Bloodborne. That is a good question. Hate you fuckers. Doesn't help with the maneuverability in these narrow corridors is not great. But that is a good question as to why he becomes a spider in Bloodborne. I guess it's because it's that kind of genre. It's like a horror genre as opposed to traditional like dark fantasy epic. I don't think that's ever explained in Bloodborne. Because it's a different character with the same name as well. Like it's not like they're different characters all named Patches.
You're no joke, are you? Worry not. The treasure is all yours. Tough luck with the bear bugs, but you certainly showed them, didn't you? Here it is. Go on. Take it.
Oh, that's actually useful. I want to put that flame resistance ring on, because a lot of the enemies here do fire damage. You're going to go down here. I think this is the actual way to make progress. Does involve these things. So that's actually genuinely useful item he just gave us. Because, as you can tell, this is an area where fire damage comes up a lot. And so having a means of counteracting fire damage is very valuable. Oh, so we have to climb down to get to that treasure. Climb down from up here, up there. That's fine, I'm not... Oh, bugger. Bugger off. Man, when I was a royal, these were easy to kill, because you could just cast a spell, and they would fall over. A lot of them, too! I'll just have them come over here. If they follow me, they follow me. If not, they don't. Whatever. Yeah, bugger off bugs is exactly what I'm feeling right now. There's one over here. Smack them in the face, they die instantly. big deal. Did I really run? Okay, that's a full moon grass. That's why I'm low on it, because I only have the one that I got. I did not mean to chug that. That was a misclick on my part. Picking up these old items is good, because it also means that even if we die and lose our souls, we still have these pickups that we have obtained that will give us a way of replenishing our supply of souls. See now. Pretty sure. Nope. I don't actually want to fight him. So we're just gonna run. We're gonna run this way too. Cause I don't have. If I had magic, this would be different. And technically my sword is magic, but it's also not just not doing the damage that I need to take care of those things. Flaming grass gets used to people burn to a werewolf. I appreciate that joke. I appreciate that joke a lot. So this is actually the place we haven't been to yet. I wonder if I can jump that. No. No. No jumpy. I am also lost. But I was found with Jesus Christ. Just like Sonic the Hedgehog. This is not a place I want to be. Isn't there an item in Bloodborne that does turn you into a werewolf? Temporarily? Dragon Longsword +1. Now, what does this do? Okay, so it has an extra fire damage, but no scaling. So that's been useful for the Leechmonger fight, actually. Not really. But, you know, it would have been nice to have. The Palm Resin ended up doing more damage. Because it's the weapon's actual stats taken into account. Okay. Okay, that's an explosive. Back where I started! I guess we just take care of you. This is gonna take forever. Oh, I already hate these things. Well, it's not moving, which is good for me. And the bleed's not taking effect. What I don't have to worry about, though, is that once we kill it, we'll have to run away so that it doesn't explode in our faces. I do not like these enemies. They're not even hard to fight. This is not a challenge. I'm not being challenged right now. I am just more or less stun-locked it. Why does enemy even exist? More chunks. Alright, you're blocking the way. And those are just crystal lizards. I don't care. Oh my god, I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I am now actually lost. I guess we go this way. Even what in the fuck is going on right now? Like, what am I actually what am I actually doing here? This has been a top tier stream today. I do enjoy the Souls games. It's just these are like levels like these. Oh, there's nothing here. Yay. Levels like these aren't great for demonstrating the good parts about them. I guess I really am just going to kill them all so I can figure out which way I'm supposed to go. Okay, two-handing does give me more damage. World is a fuck. Kill them all. Those are wise words, Kelly. A sage said that. A wise man once said the world is a fuck. Kill them all. What? This place is a fucking maze. And there's no real guide on where you're supposed to fucking go. Fuck your message. Alright, I think we're making it somewhere. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is somewhere. This is progress. This is progress. There we go. That'll be the worst part. If I get all this ways to die to the boss. That'd be fucking terrible. And scarily realistic, given that we're fighting the Flame Lurker next. So... Actually... Let us use the Stone of Ephemeral Eyes. And let us actually cheat this by summoning for help. And we will recover the durability with our Sharpening Stone. The Archstone is like all the Archstones in this game are locked behind boss fights, Kelly. So you don't get your next Archstone until you've beaten the level's boss. So hopefully this this friend of ours. Okay, yeah, Fridge Cat. Fridge Cat, I'm gonna need your help, buddy. I need your help, buddy, because this boss is actually somewhat tough. And I don't have faith in my own abilities. This is the Flame Lurker, the boss of World 2-2. I don't care about cheating the game. The game can fuck itself. You know, Fridge Cat, if you could just avoid death, that would be lovely, actually. Wow, Fridge Cat, you are fucking useless. Oh, the flames in this arena. Not doing much damage, thankfully. Now we're not in a bad position. shield. It is kind of weird that the fire damage is actually not doing a huge difference here. I think I got this. Pattern actually isn't all that erratic. Would help if my guy wouldn't do random jumps and twirls that I have no way of controlling. Come on. I rolled one too many times. You're done. Whew. Well, we kept our souls, which... this is actually a huge plus for us. Now we have the Searing Demon Soul. We can go back to the Nexus. We beat him. First try, by the way, which I wasn't expecting.
I can forge weapons for you.
Upgrade that. We need a pure clear stone for the final upgrade. Okay, upgrade this longbow. We need more hard stone shards. Repair our equipment. And probably purchase maybe 20 more arrows.
You come back alive.
Then come here and drop all of our excess stock. Oh, I wonder if the flame resistance pendant is actually why the fire damage wasn't hurting us as bad. Just kind of show you how important it is to have your equipment in order, because the fact that we had fire-resistant gear is probably what kept that fight from being a problem.
We are in debt.
Now we can spend the rest of our souls on leveling up.
Thou seekest then touch the soul of the mind, key to life's
I'm going to
ether.
dump it all into vitality.
Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. Art thou
And I need another 2,000-ish to cash in the remaining souls, so... extra health is going to come in handy.
May thy strength.
Because we are about to fight the first of the Archdemons. So I might have explained this earlier, but I will again recap for those who aren't familiar. Each of the face is, her face is wax. It's wax over her eyes. The maiden in black has wax over her eyes. But to explain this once more, each level of Demon Souls is, or each stage of the 5 stages of Demon Souls is broken up into 3 parts. And the third part of each stage is just the fight against its archdemon, which is the big, scary boss that controls the lesser demons in the zone. So in the case of here in Stonefang Tunnels, we have defeated the Armored Spider in 2-1 and the Flame Lurker in 2-2. So now we have to fight the boss of 2-3, and that'll be the Archdemon of this stage. And unlike the other stages in the level, the third stage, there is no, like, getting to the boss. The third stage is just the boss. And in this case, our boss is against the Dragon God. And unlike other bosses, this is less of an actual fight and more of a puzzle. Yes, the Dragon God. Probably put the bow for this, because we're not going to actually need our sword, I think. Basically, you have to hide behind these pillars as cover. I'm hoping these arrows will break those pillars. If they don't, I don't have a good strategy here. Because we pretty much, Arkham Asylum is right. Because this is kind of this is basically a stealth mission. And it really sucks because you're supposed to destroy those pillars from a distance. I don't really have a good way of doing that. You're supposed to make the run safe before you advance. But I don't really have a good way of doing that. And we can't really fight the god directly. Not yet. See what we can do. This is actually one of the harder bosses in the game for me personally. If you know the trick, it's easy, but or if you're if you're a skilled player, it's easy, but I am not. Okay, that's part 1 more or less down. Now we're going to activate the turret, the ballista here. That is phase 1 of the boss taken care of. You see they did a lot of damage, because that is the way you actually damage this boss. You have to watch the color of its eyes, because the moment the eyes turn red, it's about to attack you. You have to be very cautious here. At least two-handing the sword does seem to make the pillars go a little faster. In our direction, so we can't take any actions until it looks away. We'll have to forgive the dragon. It's a little blind. Because, I feel like it should be able to see me. But, you know, you gotta get some concessions in for video games. Still hasn't seen me yet. These pillars are not encouraging. Not encouraging. It did see me break those pillars, but it didn't. But I got into cover before it attacked. This is a little scary. Whew! First try on that half. I usually fuck that up terribly. And that ends phase 2 of the fight. And now it's immobilized. Get this crystal real quick. Yeah, and if you die during this fight, you have to start from the very beginning. This is a standard Dark Souls or Demon Souls fight where death means you have to retry from the start. But fortunately for us, at this point, the only attack he has left is his breath. Which means he is pretty much easy pickings. Once you get to part 2, this final part is more or less just a finishing the job. Now that breath can kill you, but as you can see, if you're at all cautious, you're fine. And so we have defeated our first Archdemon. The Dragon God has been defeated. And because we have defeated the Archdemon of at least one of the worlds, we can now proceed to 1-3, which is the rest of Boletaria Palace. I am not going to do that just yet. Because that is the, like, because stage 1-4 is the actual finale of the game. And I'm not yet prepared to end the Let's Play just yet. We still have a whole bunch of other stages to do first. But this is how you progress. This is a speedrun would just go to the end and just end the game. But we are trying to at least experience the world around here before we finish off the run. Just coming back around to collect anything that I might have missed during the boss fight, because there are a bunch of pickups here in this arena. And they're actually worth taking a second to grab. I wonder what that is. Probably something to deal with world tendency. Which is not my problem. Not really. The Talia ended up not being important at all, but that's okay. That is correct, Kelly. Demon Souls is a lot faster than a lot of the other Souls games, and that's partly why I've chosen to play it in lieu of some of the other, like the Dark Souls or the Bloodborns. Because as a game, it is not very long compared to those games, and it is my personal favorite amongst the Souls games.
The power of the soul, no? Then touch soul of the mind, key to life's
Boost endurance a little bit.
soul of the lost, withdrawn from
Get our
its
stamina up.
let strength be granted so the world might be mended. Artha, may thy
Yeah, this is a pretty good game. I like it overall.
I can forge weapons. You come back alive.
Hello again. I'm keeping a close watch.
What does the Master's Ring do? Increases damage inflicted by optimal hits while decreasing damage inflicted by all other attacks. Pass! New Moon and Dark Moon Grass. Getting rid of this will... Yeah, that drastically eases my burden. So
You have a heart of gold.
still have enough healing items to sustain a smaller journey. So, oh, hi, Patches.
Wow, I remember you. Well, I'm glad you're here. I found some really tasty. Well, we've long been acquainted, so I'll give you.
So he does actually give you items at a pretty reasonable price compared to other vendors. Presumably because he gets them through stealing. But I don't really need his services at the moment. If I was a spellcaster build and I didn't start out with royalty, the Fragrant Ring might be worth purchasing. But I don't need it right now. I'm still a little mad at the defilement for the earlier this stream. We're gonna do the Shrine of Storms instead. I think we are at a high enough power level that we can safely take on the monsters here. As we gather our strength and dexterity for our sword. We have also a nice size health bar at this point, and a decent shield. And that does go a long way. These guys have a decent amount of souls on them when they die. If you want to grind souls for level ups, this is the place to do it. Particularly an area in 4-2 is particularly easy place to grind levels. Yeah, the enemy designs in this level are also really rad as well. So props to the level designers for that. Now, pretty sure we just take this trap on with our shield. He's got a big shield for big boys. I like skeletons too. They are the bones of a lot of good monster designs. I mean that quite literally. Just the bones. I want to get these archers before they become a huge hassle. And now it's time for a rematch. Remember, this fucker is the one who killed us at the introduction during the tutorial. And this is the same exact monster. Except this time we are prepared. Or not. He has friends this time. We have a lot of heroes. The bow is actually doing a surprising amount of damage to him. Thank you for the follow! Pi suggests GICD DC. I don't... Please don't be bots. Pi Ristor is following, thank you. You are definitely bots. I'll ban you as soon as I'm done. That is disturbing. Yeah, these are all bots. I'll have to do a mass ban when we're done. This is fucking annoying. The worst part is I'm actually watching my OBS feed to play, so every one of these bots is actually getting in my way. Actively. But at least we have defeated the Vanguard Demon and obtained his soul. The second time I've had to do a mass block during this stream. God, Twitch, get your act together, man. Love of Christ. I'll just use this. See, I could watch the actual raw feed from my television because it is right there. Except doing so like means that I'm not facing the camera. I'm facing away from you all, and that's just not a pleasant like experience for you. So like what you're seeing on the stream feed is what I am actually playing with. The actual like there's no lag on my end. Oh, lordy lord. I read that completely wrong. There's no lag on my end, I should say. But I find this is the easiest way to... Like, if I'm playing on the PC, I'll just watch the PC feed. The actual feed on the monitor, not the on a side monitor, but... When I'm streaming a console game, I'll usually let's just watch the OBS feed, and that will be what I'm using during my gameplay. If I was a royal, and if I wasn't on stream, I would be spending a lot of time fighting the whale monsters in the sky, so they stop throwing spears of crystals at me. But they really aren't a huge threat, and it's not worth the time to take care of them, so I'm not going to bother. Oh, it's a red one. This should be worth a lot of souls when I kill you. Not much as I would like you to be worth, but, you know, that's a decent amount. The Adjudicator shield. We will have a conversation about this in a second. I just need to get to a safe space before we do. Jesus Christ. But I do have thoughts on the Adjudicator shield, because it tells you a bit about the world that we're in. Stop shooting me with crystal spears, please. Alright, so we're safe here for now. I don't know if we actually are. But, okay, this should be a good place to avoid getting hit. So let's go to shields. The Adjudicator shield. A large wooden shield depicting the scene of a dead facing judgment, painted with bright pastoral colors. An epigram written in an ancient script is carved into the back. The hero of storms shall ne'er act in cowardice, nor shall he devour a single bird of the sky. If the dead fail to please the Adjudicator's master, the harvest gold crow, their carcasses shall be gnawed upon until nothing but bones remain. Register HP well equipped. So, the Shrine of Storms is a magical place. In this area of the game, myths and legends from children's stories, from the local lore, all of that is real. All of the magic of this place makes those myths reality. And for that reason, the Adjudicator will be the boss of 4-1. The myth of the Adjudicator, this being who renders judgment upon the souls of the departed, has been made manifest as our first boss in this area. Regenerator ring. That is not what I wanted to do. We will actually equip the regenerator ring, because that HP regen effect may come in handy over time. The actual generation is not great, it's not a lot, but every little bit helps. And just a little bit of HP over time can end up adding up in the long run. And you see the boss chamber is below. We have this guy to kill before we get to it. Bring it on, dude. And so we just read the myth of the Adjudicator. And here he is in flesh and blood. Now, remember that the Adjudicator is controlled by the Crow. You'll see we are attacking the sword, the gaping sword wound here. It is not the actual opponent. See, this is a fairly easy boss fight. The true Adjudicator boss is the Crow. So the goal is to attack his open wound, to injure him, thereby exposing the Crow, who is the actual boss fight. Come over here, expose yourself. So, like every boss in this game, there's a little gimmick to this one, and it's a cool little gimmick. Because the Adjudicator is not your true opponent. The Gold Crow is. And so you have to expose the Gold Crow to defeat the Adjudicator. And someone, and if I had better aim, or better aim control of my bow, I could also just use the bow to attack the Crow directly and skip this entirely. But since I find the melee version of this fight a little easier than the ranged version, I just stick to the melee solution, which just involves getting in there. That is the trick of the Adjudicator, is that he is not the real opponent. I find it interesting that they also give you the shield to tell the story of the Adjudicator before you actually fight him for realsies. So you do get that chance to hear his, hear the tale that spawned this demon before it actually becomes a true opponent that attacks you. Move a little over here. The Adjudicator, according to legend, adjudicates the, he's kind of like Anubis in that he judges the souls of the dying and departed. With the aid of the Golden Crow. And that is the Adjudicator defeated. There's some items to pick up here, so we will take those before we proceed. I'm actually doing a fairly decent... we're not taking a lot of time to beat this game. We made some progress today. This is probably a good place to start wrapping up for the night. But as I said, like the part of the story of the Shrine of Storms that's interesting is this is local lore and legend from the world of demon souls, brought to life as demons for the Old One.
Thou seekest the power of the soul, no? Then touch the soul of the mind.
We'll boost our endurance a little bit more. And while we're kind of closing out, I think a good thing to do would be to return briefly to Boletaria to do like a quick 5-minute grind for grass. So, since you did ask about the Maiden in Black, this might be a good place to talk about it while we still have 5 minutes, but we're not really doing anything important. The Maiden in Blacks is responsible for maintaining the Nexus and lulling the Old One back to slumber when he comes back to life. We do not know a whole lot about her past. However, we do know that in her heyday, back when she was, because she is a demon. She is, or at least was, working for the Old One at some point in the world's history. And what we do know from item descriptions that we haven't encountered yet, but we'll see. Yeah, the Maiden in Black's a demon. When she is one of the most powerful practitioners of the soul arts in the world. No one has a stronger command of souls in all of Boletaria than the Maiden in Black. In fact, according to like item descriptions that we encounter, she is the most powerful demon the world has ever seen. And it is specifically because she has such a strong command of the soul arts. You do see it also, like, she is the person that we come to transform our souls into power for us. And that is her gift. Her gift is the ability, is the knowledge of such a profound knowledge of the soul that she can use it, she can use soul magic to empower mortal men and women. And in between. In fact, you can transform boss souls into spells, and you get the Maiden in Black soul upon beating the game if you do the good ending. You just get her soul as like a new game plus reward. And you can transfigure her soul into the power to drain souls from your enemies. That's her personal spell. But as for her current goals, the Maiden in Black's desire is to get help from a slayer of demons like us, and aid that slayer in their quest to lull the Old One back into slumber, because the Old One is the source of the current problems that are plaguing Boletaria. When King Allant awakened the Old One, he brought back knowledge of the soul arts, but in doing so, he damned his kingdom to this apocalyptic hell. So the Maiden in Black kind of comes back along with the Old One to maintain the Nexus, and in doing so, enable a champion, the Slayer of Demons, to take up the fight against the Old One and help her lull it back into slumber. That is her primary objective, is to avert the catastrophe by bringing the Old One back to sleep. But even though she is helping us, and she is a genuinely helpful and good person, in a previous life, she was the most dangerous and powerful demon to have ever walked the face of the earth. Primarily due to her command of the soul. Her ability to manipulate human souls. The only thing in this earth that has a strong command of the soul arts is probably the Old One itself. But with that, I think we are good to call this stream to a close. At some point on my off time, I will grind to make sure we have healing items for the next stream. And probably like a level or two. Nothing major. But until then, wear a mask, social distance, wash your hands, get vaccinated, Black Lives Matter, Trans Lives Matter, stop Asian hate, and all lives cannot matter until those minorities' lives matter. Until next week, take care, stay safe.